What's happening, guys? This is Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Micromax Bling A55 or the Micromax Bling 2. This is actually a successor to the highly successful Micromax Bling 1, which was a swivel kind of phone, which was really successful with the girls, had a Swarovski crystal embedded in the main home button of the device. Similarly, continuing with that element in the Bling 2, they've added Swarovski crystals above the home button and around the camera bezel over here. They look really nice, and the girls should like this phone a lot. Now, apart from being just a girl's phone, this phone also runs Android on it, so definitely a good operating system on a device which is meant for the ladies. So let's talk about the build quality of the device. Quite a robust device, but it's not as strong as the A60 was, and this device does have a bit of squeaking to it. The plastics are not as solid as even the A60's plastics and not nearly close enough to the Bling 1. However, this device does not rattle at all. It just has a bit of squeaking, but that's when you squeeze the plastics. This device doesn't have really any features that could get damaged easily apart from the touchscreen. The build quality seems pretty good. The buttons are tactile. They're kind of recessed, but they're easy to reach. So nothing wrong with the buttons over there. And overall, the build quality of the device is pretty decent. And the paint and the color is a pearlite white color, so it does have accents of pink in it a little bit. So the girls will definitely like this device. Let's talk about the main user interface of the Micromax Bling 2. So you have your standard Android 2.2 lock screen over here. You get your date and time information, network information on the top right, and you have your lock slider and your muting slider over here. So that's the standard lock screen, no customizations over there from Micromax. Let's quickly jump into the settings panel, and you'll start to see the customizations done by Micromax. You can see that the side icons of the settings panel have been converted into pink icons. So this is to match with the theme of the device. This device is aimed at the ladies, so you get a lot of pink accents in the user interface, which we think is really nice of Micromax to do. Let's quickly jump into the About Phone screen and come down, and you can see that it's running Android 2.2.1. So it's definitely on Froyo. We don't know if 2.3 will work on this, and the company has no information on that either. But definitely a good user interface experience from the Micromax Bling 2. We'll talk about that right now. First of all, you get this really nice and convenient notification panel. I'm going to go through all these things basically for those who've not seen the notification panels and all the Android features. So this is for those people who've not seen anything on Android before. So basically on the top of the screen here you have a notification panel which has all the recent notifications. If you have any apps that you installed, if you had any email messages, SMS messages, missed calls, all those things will come over here. It even tells you if your phone is done charging up. So that's really nice. You have this really nice and convenient notification panel, and you get 5 main home screens which you can populate with your apps and widgets, and there are 2 on either side of the main home screen, which is in the center over here. And simply to customize the screen, you can tap down on the home screen. You can add shortcuts, widgets, folders and wallpapers, and we currently have a live wallpaper running in the background, and you can see that running a live wallpaper does not cause any lag, and the screen is really responsive and tap friendly, and you can see that the device responds really nicely. So there is no problem running this operating system on this device. It's fairly smooth and responds nicely, so no issues over there. Also, to jump from one screen to another, you can tap down on these small white dots in the corner here, and that brings up a list of all the panels, and simply jump to a panel of your choice. So that's a quick jump feature which has been given here, and this is standard Android feature, nothing special done by Micromax. It's a standard generic Android feature which has been included on the Bling 2 as well. Okay, let's quickly jump into the whole application list. As you can see in the background, again you have a pink wallpaper in the background, and you can look at a list of all your applications by pressing this application draw button over here. All your applications are listed in a grid format, and you can scroll up and down to find the application that you need and jump to that. fairly convenient. Let's look into the dialer over here. Again, you have pink and white accents and you have a really nice and large dialer, really responsive. Let's quickly dial a number and listen to. So that's the Vodafone lady over there. You have your phone dialer, your call log, contacts and favorites right in the phone application. So really convenient there as well. Let's talk about the messaging. So we jumped back into the original keyboard over here, and this keyboard is really fidgety and you can't really compose a message on this. So if you're buying this phone as a gift for someone, be sure to change the keyboard input method into something else. You can download several third-party keyboards from the Android marketplace and change the keyboard into another keyboard layout, because this keyboard definitely will not work with human fingers, and we've tested it out with several different kind of people and nobody really liked the keyboard on this. Basically what happens is that when you start typing, it just goes berserk and you can't really type anything on it, because if you're pressing B, for example, it presses C, so it's really fidgety and it does not respond to your touch at all. There's something wrong with the keyboard. Nothing wrong with the screen of the device, because we tested out another keyboard. We downloaded Better Keyboard 8. This is available for free from the Android marketplace. Although it covers up a lot of screen real estate, but it's actually easy to type with this keyboard. And as you can see, this device does also have an accelerometer. This keyboard can be modified to become a little smaller in size, and you can remove the top layer over here. So that will definitely improve the size of the keyboard and make it a little smaller, but the keys remain the same size, and it's much easier to type on a third-party keyboard than it is to type on the standard keyboard that has been given by Micromax on this device. Really a fidgety keyboard that comes stock, so be sure to change this keyboard if you're getting this device. So let's jump into the browser over here, and you get two options. You get browser and Opera Mini, which comes pre-installed, and we like the standard Android browser, so we're going to jump to our favorite website, which we all know is iGyaan.in. So it should load up the website in the mobile mode right now, and without failure it does that. So it loads up the mobile website. As you can see, kinetic scrolling is really smooth. Looks like the processor can handle all the basic functionalities of the operating system, including the browser, which is really fast and responsive, as you can see over here. Let's jump into the full website so that we can show you that this browser can run full websites as well. And it won't be fun showing you the full website in portrait, so we're going to switch to landscape. And as you can see, that was a fairly fast switch, so the device is really responsive in terms of the accelerometer, and pinch to zoom works without any problem. Let's zoom out a little bit over here, and you can see that the full website has been loaded. Scrolling and images, everything seems to be fine on the website. So we are jumping into YouTube right now to show you the media capabilities of the device. Let's quickly go to YouTube and search for our favorite videos, which we all know again are from iGyaan. And let's load up the Android A60 review over here, and let's play it in high quality and see what that looks like on the device. So as you could probably see, that's one of our early videos over there. The speakerphone on this device is absolutely very loud, and you will hear it from a distance. It's really loud and clear, and you will not have a problem listening to music or watching videos on this device because of the fact that the speakerphone is really loud and really clear. Let's quickly get into the technicalities now, and we'll do a bunch of benchmarks for you guys over here. First of all, we'll talk about the multi-touch test. And this device has only 2 multi-touch points. As you can see, we get 2 multi-touch points, and the third one will not register, so we have only 2 multi-touch points. You bring them close and they start to fidget a little bit, as you can see over here. Let's quickly jump into benchmarks. We're going to run a quadrant benchmark for you guys. This device gets a 527, which is pretty low for an Android device, but 527 is the kind of score you'd get from a device like this anyway. It's just a basic Android device. It has a lot of good features for a startup phone, And let's quickly talk about gaming on this. And we've installed Angry Birds, so let's quickly show you how that plays. High graphic games like Raging Thunder and NFS Shift don't play on this device, and you probably can't find them in the marketplace as well. So overall, a decent priced phone. For about 8,000 rupees you can get this device. It's a really nice phone to gift to one of your lady friends, and this device is pretty responsive. And be sure to change the keyboard if you're gifting it to someone. Even if you're using it yourself, a keyboard change is a must because the stock keyboard does not respond well. And this device is pretty responsive, a little bit more responsive than the A60 because of the capacitive touchscreen and because of a better browser, I guess. Even when the live wallpaper is playing in the background, as you guys probably see here, there is no problem with the device, and we played games, we browsed the internet, we even played videos, and there was no lag in the device. So fairly good in terms of that aspect. Voice quality is also very clear. This device also supports a Wi-Fi hotspot feature, and I'm going to show you that right now. You're going to wireless and networks, and you have tethering and portable hotspot over here, and you can convert this device into a portable Wi-Fi hotspot, which is really cool. We feel for a device of this value, for about 4,000 rupees you can get a MiFi device, or for about 8,000 rupees you can get a mobile phone which has a portable Wi-Fi hotspot built into it. Now the portable hotspot is a little fidgety, and it failed to sustain a 3G connection with the network towers while on portable hotspot mode, so we don't know if that's a software issue or a hardware issue, but the portable hotspot works, and up to 5 devices can be connected to the A55 Bling 2 phone, and you can share the internet connection off of this onto your devices. So that's really nice and really convenient for a device of this value. Speakerphone, absolutely brilliant, really nice and loud speakerphone over here. The camera, it's a basic 3 megapixel camera, not anything special. You won't be using this to take a lot of pictures. Standard Android camera from the Bling 2. You can obviously download a bunch of camera applications from the marketplace, which would make the camera experience a little bit better. But don't buy this device if you're buying it for the camera. We do not recommend the camera on this device. It's not good at all. The touchscreen is a 2.8 inch screen. It's fairly responsive, and the capacitive screen is really nice. It's a big improvement over the A60's resistive touchscreen, which we did not like. And the only thing that worries us is the squeaky plastics, the recessed earpiece grill over here, which might attract a lot of dust or grime. Lint might get stuck into this, so you have to be careful of that. Apart from that, voice quality from the earpiece and the microphone is really good. Network connections had no issue, and this device can support up to 16 GB of external memory cards, so you can expand your memory and carry a lot of music and videos on this device, and it will play them without any issues. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the Bling 2 A55 Android device from Micromax. This device has Android 2.2, a capacitive touchscreen, Wi-Fi hotspot inbuilt, and has Swarovski crystals on the front and back of the device, a 3 megapixel camera, 2.8 inch screen, and really nice device priced at 8,000 rupees. For more unboxing, video reviews and tutorials, please visit iGyaan.in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can visit our forums at igyaanforum.com. Please take out the time to rate this video. If you have any feedback or comments, please leave those in the comment section below. I've been Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in. Thank you for watching.